What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be going through a review and walkthrough of the Audi 10.25 inch display that we've installed in a lot of cars. So firstly, shout out to anyone that picked one up. Now I have two other videos in this, I guess, series, and that is the full installation. So that is linked in the description and in the top right hand corner. And the second video is a more in-depth look at mounting the actual screen to the fascia in an Audi A4, A5. That video is also in the description and linked in the top right hand corner. And so what we'll do today is I'll go through a review and walk through and show you guys all of the settings and how the system works and all the features, and I'll go through a lot of frequently asked questions as well. We do get a lot of questions about what cars that screen works in. So if you jump on the website, there is a drop down and you can pick the car, but I'll tell you now as well. Any A4, so between 2009 to 2015, 16, the B8 and B8.5, it's going to be Audi A4, S4, RS4, A5, S5, RS5, and it works in the Q5 and the SQ5. We do also have a screen for 2G MMI cars, but it's a little bit different. So I would say go on the website, fill out the contact form with your details, and I can walk you through a 2G kit. And I'll get you guys a look. So that's how the screen sits in the vehicle when it is finished. This is how it looks, and as you might see, it might be a bit hard on camera, but there's little sort of imperfections on the screen, and that is due to there actually being a screen protector that comes on the screen from factory. So when we send it out to you, they've got a screen protector on them. Very hard to see. You can remove it if you want to. You can actually, right there, I might have to put an arrow, there's a little bubble. So if you see a little bubble like that, you can actually remove the protector, okay? This is an Audi S4, exactly the same as an A4 basically, and it's got the Audi Multimedia. So what you want to do, you get your radio. Doesn't matter what car you've got, A4, A5, S5, go here. If you have Audi Multimedia, that means you have an MMI system where you've got your little wheel here, okay? So this is what Audi MMI is. If your radio says Audi Concert, it will still work, and that means your setup is completely different here, but that's okay, it will still work. And your little dial for your radios here, that will not control the screen. This will, the chorus, sorry, not chorus, a concert radio will not. Same with the Symphony radio. So it is compatible with the Audi Concert and Symphony radios, but you cannot use your little volume control knob, whatever that is, okay? You have to use the touchscreen on the system. That's basically it. So when people go to order, it doesn't matter if you get it from me or someone else, but when you go and pick what you want, you need to see whether it's Audi Multimedia, Audi Concert, Audi Symphony. It's very important that you get that right. If you order the wrong one, everything will work except your factory stuff. So your screen will look different, it won't work. It's just a pain in the ass. You're better off just do it right for the first time. I guess without further ado, let's jump right into this review. Oh yeah, and I also want to say, I'm not going to give a actual review on how good or bad the unit is. I'm just going to go through all of the settings and features and blah blah blah, and you can decide that for yourself, because we sell it, so I don't want to go on and tell you how good it is and try and sell you. Don't care. you watch the video and you see if you like it, okay? So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so what we've done is I just had the car running, the screen is off, it's sort of still on because the car has to go to sleep, but I'm just going to switch the car on. And it's going to boot up into your factory MMI system. Now, you can choose in the settings whether you want it to boot up in the factory MMI or if you want it to boot up into the Android system. So, anyone with an MMI, this is, and a B8 MMI, this is what you're used to looking at. Phone, nav, telephone, all that stuff. So this will all work as normal. Now you see the screen here is only half screen because this screen cannot manipulate the factory MMI system. So what you're seeing is the factory screen size on the bigger screen. You can stretch it. It looks like crap, so don't. Okay, just leave it as it is. And this is all changeable in settings, which we will go through. Radio.
Every week.
All working. Media. You want to be on external. And then all you want to do, touch the screen, and that's going to flick you over to the Android system. First thing I want to point out, the date and time is wrong. If you install this and you have time and date issues, you need to look at your GPS antenna. So in the video that I linked before where we did the complete installation, we did the GPS antenna nice and high on the dash here. It was fine in that car, it's been fine in a few cars. Although my car, and I've had some customers as well, they did the same thing, struggling with reception. So get the GPS antenna, run it over to the A-pillar and mount it behind the A-pillar. It'll be a bit better for you when you'll pick up reception. That, just a little side note. This is the home interface of the Android system. Okay, you can see here, very fast. And I can use the MMI wheel to control that as well. And there's a lot of people that had trouble with the MMI system with the wheel, so we'll go through why that is. Dashboard's a pretty cool thing. So this is using the vehicle data to show you your speed and revs. So you rev the car, revs go up. It's pretty cool. Phone link is your Apple CarPlay Android Auto. So I'll go through that. We might as well do it now. First thing you want to do with that, open your phone, turn your Bluetooth on, go to Bluetooth. Okay, search for the name of the device. I've already connected to it, so it automatically will connect. It's very easy to connect. And then once it connects, it brings you straight over to Z-Link, which is CarPlay, and boom. Within seconds, you're in CarPlay. Very easy. Now, do tell people it is a wireless connection. Okay, phone's not plugged in. It can take 30 seconds, you know, up to a minute maybe to connect. So it won't connect that fast every single time. Okay, most of the time it will, but just so you know, okay, I don't want to lie about it will connect like that every single time. Sometimes it takes a bit longer. And then you've got all of this stuff here. So you can play music. I'm going to use the steering wheel controls. You probably can't see it the way I've got the camera set up, but right here there's the steering wheel control. I'm just going to scroll the wheel and it changes the songs, okay? So you can use your steering wheel controls and you can use the MMI wheel, okay? That's CarPlay, pretty straightforward. I mean, if you've not seen CarPlay before, there it is. If you're ever in any screen and you feel like you're stuck, you can't get out of it, swipe from the top, you've got a home button, brings you right back home. Music. This is music that's stored on the device, okay? So the device has a hard drive. It's a 64 gigabyte hard drive. You can plug in a USB. You can plug in a hard drive, another hard drive. You can download music directly onto the device if you want to. And then this music will play just like that. There you go. Easy. Again, we can go home, we can get out of that. Settings I'll do last. Video, again, same thing. There's like a little trailer video here. You can plug in a USB, plug in an SD card at the back of the unit right here. It takes an SD card and it also takes a SIM card. So you can do SIM card for internet, I'll go through internet soon, and SIM card for storage. And yeah, so if you want to watch videos or whatever, you can do that. That's one way. Dashboard we went through, phone link we went through. DVR, so it does have a RCA for a dash cam. I've got a dash cam here, which you probably can't see. Any decent dash cam doesn't have an RCA on it, so it's useless for you, I would say. If you get a cheap camera, yeah, if you get a dash cam with an RCA on it, yes, you can plug it into here and use it. Car, that is going to bring us right back to your MMI system, which we were just looking at earlier, okay? If you're on radio and you go to Android and you start playing music like we just were, you're not going to hear it. Why is that? The MMI is set to radio. It's not set to external audio. This screen uses external audio, okay? So, media, external audio. If you have AMI, in most cases, if you do a CarPlay interface or anything like that, you need to plug something into the AMI port. With this screen, you do not need to. As soon as you install it, I guess it reads and talks to CAN, and it tells the car that there's something plugged in, and this will come up for you, okay? So don't worry about that. If you do not have an MMI car, you need to plug something into the AMI port. But I can help anyone that needs help. Touch the screen, and we're back. That is basically your homepage. These apps on the homepage cannot be changed. That is the way they are. But you can remap, like navigation, for example. That I've got that opening Google Maps. You could change the path for that to open Z-Link, you know, Google Maps from your iPhone instead. Applications. This is where things get a bit crazy. So you've got settings, Play Store, Maps, Equalizer, right? You've got a whole bunch of things here, APK installer. You could imagine this is like a tablet. So you've got Android, this runs Android 10. You can change your time and date, which I've already done, but like I said, it's not picking up GPS, so that's why you've got bad time issues. If we go into Wi-Fi, we can turn it on. Alright, things will get a bit crazy from here. Then on your phone, go to hotspot, turn it on, find your hotspot here, give it a sec to load. Okay, I found Nathan's iPhone. I've already done this before, but if you've not done it before, find your iPhone or your Android phone, put in the password, which will be on your phone, new password, put in the new password, we're connected. And as you see now, time is updated. So, because it's got internet, right? So, what you can do now is go into Play Store. Now you've got Google Play Store. You can download YouTube, you can download Spotify and use Spotify, so not through CarPlay, but if you use Spotify as the app itself and you watch podcasts, so Joe Rogan's a good one. If you watch Joe Rogan, you can get the video footage of that, okay? And then, I mean, you can go ham with all, you can watch TikTok on here or whatever, okay? There's a whole bunch of apps that you can use. KO, right? KO Sports is a big one that I know people like to use. And then, just like you would on your phone or your iPhone, download the app, press home. Oh, sorry, make a liar out of me. Let's do that again. App, press back, bring you back to the apps page. And then once you're back in the apps page, you could, you know, I've already downloaded YouTube. So you can go to YouTube. It's going to load, right? We can play, watch some, what's this? We've got some news going on here. And so this is just YouTube.
Let's turn to Melbourne now. The situation there.
You can pinch to zoom.
Coronavirus cases
make a liar out of me.
Reported during what is the city's 6th lockdown. That includes 4 mystery infections.
There you go. You can full screen it. You can pinch to zoom it. There you go. I'm just not very good at it. It could also be that screen protector's getting in the way. Anyway.
3 cases from 2 unconnected households in Glenroy.
So from there, you can watch YouTube. Okay, pretty straightforward. Okay, another cool thing that you can do, which I only learned this recently actually. Go to YouTube, right? You can go, you can open your apps pages, press and hold it, drag it over, and split screen. So I've got Play Store on one side, YouTube on the other. That's pretty cool. Okay, then you can just full screen it again to get out of that. Okay. Apps. That was YouTube. You can go wild with that, with whatever apps you want to download, anything you can think of, go ahead and download it. A lot of the stuff that comes on there, just leave it. Dab won't work, so you can download that if you want. Then you've got Google, if you want to go on Chrome, Google Chrome, sorry, go on internet, Google Maps, that's I think Google Assistant, and Z-Link again. So you see here, Z-Link's not connected to me anymore because my Wi-Fi is occupied by hotspot. So you can't use CarPlay and hotspot internet for YouTube at the same time. So as soon as I disconnect hotspot, I can use CarPlay again. The way around this, get an external hotspot in the car to connect this to, or put a data SIM card in the unit, which it has a provision for. That's your 2 options. Again, if any of that doesn't make sense, drop a comment below, reach out to me, I'll give you a hand. And then further settings, so in here, this is a big one. A lot of people install these and say, I go into reverse and it doesn't show me my factory camera. And that doesn't mean the unit is wrong. It means you have to go settings, system, camera, and change it to OEM. This is what a lot of you guys are seeing. And you're like, oh, it doesn't work. No. Oh, fuck. You got to change to OEM camera, okay? That's one. In here, there's a few other things. You've got brightness, unit temperature, unit selection, park lines, all that sort of stuff you can play with. Navigation, that's where you can change the navigation path. Volume, play with these. Okay, some people say that they got bad sound quality. I've been listening to this. This car's got Bang & Olufsen. It sounds awesome. It sounds great. I've played with the media volume just to the right point, 35. Some people have to have it a little lower. Some people that don't have multimedia, so if you've got concert or symphony and you get static through the sound system, you need to plug in the AMI plug, comes in the kit, and you need to plug in the AUX cable, comes in the kit, and run it directly to the quad lock connector. Again, I can help you with that. Sound, you know, bass, all that sort of stuff. I turn the bass down a little bit. Language, if you want to change language, I'll show you. This is all the languages. Okay. Time, so that's how I've got it set to Android time, but it will only pick up time, again, if you have GPS or internet. System information, this is important, so check your system software. I'm going to do another video on how to update this. So I'm on 2.8.4. This will need an update, and I know a few of you guys will need an update too, who I'm going to send that to you. Android just brings you back into Android settings, and then the big thing here, factory 1314 is your password. Come in. Now let's just say, for example, you've just installed this screen and your MMI wheel doesn't work. What I want you to do, I'm going to start from the start. You've installed it and this doesn't work and your MMI is freaking out and flashing. Go to settings, scroll to factory 1314, CAN protocol. I'm on 3G, this is a 3G car. It works. If you're on 3G and it doesn't work, change it to 3G plus. Boom, I'm not going to do it because it tripped the car up, but change it to 3G plus. Go back, right, turn it off. Turn your car off, open the door, lock the car, all right? It's important that you do this step. Lock it, wait for 10 minutes. Come back, try again, and you'll see it's all working. If it doesn't work, you can try A4L as well. And I have seen in one case, it was set to 3G, didn't work, set to 3G plus, didn't work, set it back to 3G and it worked. So play with it. Some of the smarter guys out there will know the difference between 3G, 3G plus. The differences are very, very small, so I don't expect everyone to know. I just expect you to figure it out here, okay? Play with it. Function, in function, there's a whole bunch of things here. So remember the last mode, enable. What that means is if I turn the car off while being in the factory system, the MMI, and I come back later on, it'll remember where I was and turn me on there. Or you can just have it always boot up to MMI or always boot up to Android. Completely up to you. DVR, again, forget. Bluetooth, leave it on Android. What else? A lot of this stuff is pretty much you can play with. Vehicle, these are the widgets on the side of the page. So you've got an A4, A4 old, which is the car that I've got there, A4L, A3, A5, A6, Q3, Q5, Q7. The widgets on the side of the home page, so we have the display logo or the navigation info, or you can have a logo or car info or music info. So that's the logo that sits right here on the home page. Yeah. Car display. So when I went into MMI before and I was talking about the half screen and how everything looked fine, that's good. But you can go, so see how you can go full screen, A4, full screen, it's going to look like crap. Depending on what car you have, 99% of these cars that are MMI, you're going to have 3G, 3G plus. Okay? Half screen. Try them. If it doesn't work, if it's fuzzy, if it looks weird, go through try. I've had one customer, he didn't have this screen, he had the integrated dash screen, we sold it for him, and he had to go through every single one of these until he found one that was correct. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that you might need to do that. However, 95, 99% of you guys, it's just going to be one of those two. UI configuration, don't worry about. Boot logo, I'll do another video on this too. You can change the boot logo, so it comes with BMW and Mercedes already. You can import your own file. There's just a bit of a way to do that, so I'll have to make another video showing you how to do that. Otherwise, you can, I've got welcome, or you can have the world. Then you can go home, and that is basically it. So between Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, your factory settings, your applications like this thing, there you go. So you can download Binge and watch Binge if you have it. Yeah, crazy what you can do. So what I'll do now, Oh yeah, also what you can do here, that little cross, you can turn the screen off. So it's still on, music will play, but the screen is off and you can touch the screen again. So what I want to do, I keep touching that, is scroll down here, scroll to Wi-Fi. I'm just going to turn it off. And then I'm going to go Bluetooth, and I'm going to tap on my phone, and it's going to connect. And now from here, just wait. It'll connect. There. It flicks you straight to Z-Link straight away, okay? Here we go. So see how it wasn't as fast as the first time? So like I said, give it some time. Sometimes it takes a little longer. And there you go. Turn the car off. The screen stays on. Open the door. The screen turns off. Alright guys, that is pretty much the whole system. I think I went through everything. If there's anything that I missed, drop a comment below. If there's anything else you want to see, drop a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said before, if you want to see the full installation, that video is linked in the description. The how to fit this screen, the more in-depth look at that is also linked below. And yeah, if there's anything else you want to see, drop a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.